Hello YouTubers, Failure here, and welcome to La Vuelta A Espana, the failure way, stage 1. And the first stage is from Vilanova de Arousa to San Seno. And it's gonna be a time trial, so expect a high pace from everybody because no one wants to be fall behind. And before we start off the production this year, we'll just tell you that we don't have the same amount of money for the Vuelta A Espana as we do for the Tour de France. So the Vuelta A Espana will be out without all the fancy graphics and replays and stuff. It will just be plain TV time. We don't receive the same kind of support as we do for the Tour de France, so we gotta make the best of what we have. And we now have the first live pictures from the Vuelta A Espana. And what about we take a look at some of the favorites for this race? We of course have one of the bigger favorites as Joaquin Rodriguez. This guy did immensely well in the Tour de France, and he's gonna make up for that third place with a first place in the Vuelta. But he's gonna be competed by Valverde, Samuel Sanchez, Daniel Martin, Vincenzo Nibali. Probably the biggest favorite of them all is Vincenzo Nibali. This guy won the Giro d'Italia and in style, and he's gonna be the biggest favorite for this. But a guy like Quintana, actually, Quintana's not even here. I'm talking gibberish right now. Valverde and Rodriguez, the guys like that are gonna be his biggest competitors. But we also see Saxobank Tinkoff with Roman Kreuziger, the first lieutenant on Team Saxobank Tinkoff. He's a strong helper and he's a strong captain. Don't take me wrong. But I don't think he's on the level of Vincenzo Nibali and Juan Valverde. But we'll see what he can do. Bjarne Riis is known to be a great general manager, and we'll see what their general manager can do this year. Right now, out in the field, BMC has set the fastest intermediate time, and this time trial, or this team time trial, is 26 kilometers long, so it's fast. You don't have time to take water bottles or anything. Every time you take a lead, you gotta go 100%, because you're not sure if it's gonna be a last one, because you have a lot of guys in your team, and they all want to contribute. But right now, we see Omega Pharma just set up new fastest time. And the only reason they have that is because they have a guy named Tony Martin. And the only reason he's in this race is because of this time trial. There's another time trial in the Vuelta, but it's a hilly time trial and it does not fit his needs at all. And we probably won't see him compete in that one. I could see him abandoning after the first week of the Vuelta because he can only really go on the break if he wants to win a stage, except for this one. But we'll see what they can do. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. We're known here in the production to show off the Danish national jersey, and the Vuelta A Espana is going to be no different. We see Jakob Fuglsang, Vincenzo Nibali's first lieutenant, in this jersey, and it looks brilliant on him. Another guy with that jersey, also Andrew Grivkov, and you see the Ukrainian national jersey. He's a beast in time trial, and we can actually see them competing for this one. I believe Nibali's team has got a brilliant chance of winning this. Right now, at the last time check, Belkin is leading by 0 seconds down to Gaming Sharp. It couldn't have been any closer than this, but there's still a lot of teams going. You never know what's gonna happen on team time trials. They are not to be expected at all. You saw in the Tour de France Ulrika Greenedge dominating it, and I mean, if you would have said team time trial, who would have responded with Ulrika Greenedge? I mean, come on. And when I just heard on my ears nail that the Danish team is doing terrible, they're doing even worse than Kasia Rajal. And I mean, a team like that, a pro-continental team, should not be doing better than a pro World Tour team. That's just a disgrace. Kreuziger is losing valuable seconds by doing this, if not minutes. I mean, the first time check, they're 47 seconds behind, and he might just lose 2 minutes. He has to catch up to Nibali. Top 10 is probably a good goal for Kreuziger, it looks like. Another team that's really going to surprise this year is Team NetApp. You'll be seeing these guys in the breakaway for sure. Leopold Koenig, my preference. Like, if I wouldn't say Christian Gasol is my favorite, and I know I have to be objective and everything, but I'm just throwing it out here, that Leopold Koenig is a beast, and he deserves some TV time. And we see right now, they're actually dropping Dempster, but in the best right now, in the best place, is Sky Pro Cycling. I almost said Team Sky, but it's Sky Pro Cycling. And Movie Star NetApp is doing so good the second time check right now. It's incredible. And at the last time check, Belkin is dominating. But the fact that Team NetApp is doing this good is just unbelievable. Will we see Sky with the fastest time at the last checkpoint? We see him going on the line right now. Yes, they have it by 48 seconds. I wonder how much time a team like Team Saxobank Tinkoff is going to lose off this, because it's going to be a lot. They don't have a lot to give up. It looks like everyone everyone's dead. Like Sog to Sato and Murkoff are all falling off, and they're almost getting caught up by Astana. Is Team Saxobank Tinkoff gonna get overhauled by Astana? Forsang is leading the chase right now to catch him. Right now we see the Team Saxobank Tinkoff is a minute 19 behind. This is terrible for Kreuziger and company. We'll see what they can do. Belkin is still in second place with 48 seconds behind. It's not bad by Belkin, but it's Balk and Malam already losing a minute right here. Team Sky is really setting a high pace in this. Any other teams coming over the line soon? We'll see Team Saxobank Tinkoff crossing the line in any second right now. How far behind will they finish? That's the question. Kreuziger is he's just leading his teammates over the line. They don't have anything left in them. They lose a minute 12. They actually catch up in the end. I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. Let's check it last time check. Are they last place? They're not last place at all. They actually took a minute on some of the other teams. So, they actually redeemed themselves. Team Saxobank Tinkoff could have done a lot worse in my opinion, so they redeemed themselves. Let's see, Astana comes in second place, 29 seconds behind, so Nibali's losing time to an hour right there. And tomorrow's a mountain stage, the very first mountain stage. The tradition in the Vuelta A Espana is to have a lot of mountains. It's different from the Tour de France because the Vuelta A Espana is mountain-ish. The Tour de France is like everything in everything. So you'll already be seeing a mountain stage tomorrow, and it's gonna be intense. Let's see, right now, Arkin Shimano is gonna cross the line any second now. I don't believe they do that good. They don't have anyone to go for really. Like they have the sprints with Single Dam, Jan Savant, and Arndt. I mean, all these guys can do good. We see now Vacances Soleil with Thomas de Gent as their GC classification hope. They don't want to lose too much time right here. They were only 18 seconds behind the first time check, and they're going to finish a minute 15 after. I believe that's slower than Team Saxobank Tinkoff. And now we see Cofidis, the French team that used to do so good coming over the line right now. Daniel Navarro in the Tour de France did exceptionally well for them. He's also a guy who used to be on Team Saxobank Tinkoff, but he's now on Cofidis, and he made the right move to change teams, I believe. But they're gonna lose a crap ton of time right here. 2 minutes and 12 behind, that's not good at all. We see one of the favorites crossing the line now. Radio Shacks had to be one of the favorites for this. That Fabian Cancellara, they're third. Sky Pro Cycling is dominating. Who would have thought that Hinaro's team would dominate this bad? We'll see now Cannondale's gonna finish. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they can do. They have even Basso, the smiling assassin, as their team captain. He hasn't shown much lately, but he has to do something because his years are running out. A minute 28 behind, it's terrible. Next team to finish is Lotto Belisol with de Klerk as their favorite, and we see Van de Valle, the Belgian national champion in this. He's not that strong actually, but he's still the national champion. Let's see. A minute 21 behind. Still not good for de Klerk. He needs to gain some time. But that's the final GC. Ebel Bosenhagen will be in the yellow jersey. Sky dominated in the first day in the Vuelta A Espana. And Kanger just sneaks his way into top 10. Second place. Oh, actually, nothing changed really. I mean, Pushu and Sandiru and Talton Rope all lost time because they fall off. But Oran and Hinao are in the best possible place right now. Technically, if this keeps up, they could actually finish first and seconds. And of course, there's no overall points classification right now because the team time trial don't count for that. And neither will the mountain jersey, so they're still to go tomorrow. But the best young riser is Pusio, with Rove right behind him. But Team NetApp is up there, and that's always great to see young teams like that. Let's check about the team classification. Of course, that's the same as the overall classification in the GC, because it's the same teams. So, guys, thank you guys for watching this stage. Please check out my channel. I do other commentaries like this. It's been the first episode of the Vuelta A Espana. Please leave a like. This takes a lot of efforts out of me. And please watch tomorrow because that's the first mountain stage. And you don't want to miss the first mountain stage. It's going to decide everything. It's going to see who's in form, who's got the legs, who's got the balls. See you guys later.